Welcome to Wordwatchers Weekly, the ninth edition, relating to the week 19th to 25th June 2024. Slightly lengthier than usual, but last week's was quite brief, I think. So, first of all, a word that struck me was one that I came across in this feed from Britannica, One Good Fact a Day, and this is about superfetation, an extremely rare phenomenon in which a person becomes pregnant again while already pregnant. There were fewer than 10 known cases in history, according to Britannica. Continuing with the word that we got from Nelson Mandela last week, Ubuntu. More sayings relating to this concept. A person is a person through other persons. A person is other people. So these echo the essence of Ubuntu, values that honor deep interconnectedness. More about Ubuntu in reference to the author Wapenyi Hoffman and Maya Angelou. Maya Angelou said, "I come as one, but I stand as 10,000." And Hoffman notes, "I come here as one, but I'm one of 10,000 ancestors who have made so many decisions for me to be sitting here today." Taking upon this thought, I searched Wikipedia for the number of generations of human beings. The estimate is between 250,000 and 350,000. And the most recent common ancestor shared between all humans alive today most probably lived around 3,000 years ago or 125 generations back. The word that I came across last week was dulcify, adulterate. These are synonyms for sweeten. In Guardian, Irvine Welsh said, "If reading gives you comfort, you're not doing it right." And he said that he goes back again and again to Ulysses by James Joyce because he first read it when he was too young. You can't read it as a straight narrative, you have to trip on the language. So when you say trip on, what does it mean? It could mean many things. This could be what he says, to experience hallucinations induced by taking a psychedelic drug. Or, of course, it could be other literal meanings of trip. For example, to stumble. You have to stumble on the language. You have to pay attention to the language, taking care not to trip on it, but tripping on it once in a while because it is by a genius. More senses in which trip can be used. And again, here as a noun and its origin and a rare use of trip for a flock of goats, sheep, or other animals, or even wildfowl. I came across this word uvial in an article on Helen Mirren, which said that her stepson who passed away in 2022 had uveal melanoma, a rare and aggressive eye cancer. So she advocates for testing one's eyes at least once a year to protect against this and other illnesses. And I went to Wikipedia again to look for UVR, UVL, and this is what I found. The article about Helen Mirren also said that she loved to twerk, and that was a new word to me. It means that a special kind of dance, and according to the OED, a sexually provocative manner of dance using thrusting movements that are highly suggestive. And the word that I got was from this article in the Hindu on Saturday on aquatic ballet, which also mentioned terms like sculpts, hand movements, and egg beater kicks that are part of this kind of artistic or synchronized swimming. Nosculation I also got from the Hindu, self-grafting, how here a banyan tree and two Indian ash trees have grafted themselves as one. I came across this, which introduced me to this institute, the National Institute for the Empowerment of Persons with Multiple Disabilities, which celebrated its graduation ceremony recently. Another article on trees on wild in the city. That's a column, the great series of Indian cities, a kind of tree which combats urban heat island effects. And urban heat islands occur when natural land cover is replaced with pavements, buildings, and other surfaces that absorb and retain heat. So this is what urban heat islands do and how they can be circumvented. The last word of the week, troglodyte, which refers, especially in prehistoric times, to a person who lived in a cave and now can refer to a hermit, or to a person who is regarded as being deliberately ignorant or old-fashioned. Originated in the late 15th century via Latin from Greek troglodytes, an alteration of the name of an Ethiopian people, influenced by trogle, the word for hole. But I also came across the fact that wild chimpanzees are part of the species Pan-troglodytes. And that's all for this week. Thank you.